Alright, we are live. Let's have a check on the good old voice volume. Is the volume fine? I'm using a new computer for streaming today, so let me know if the volume is okay as it is now. We can hear you. Well, that's good enough, I guess. So we have, let's have a quick look. We have Germany versus Austria. We have Austria on Crane, AmLash playing, and for Germany it's Doerck. So for Germany, we have Unicorn, Secret of Fire with Crab Splash. Upholding Fist Famine, comes over the Temple of the Dragons, Endless Plains. Very aggressive lineup. Ooh, and we see Golden Plains Raider, one of my favorite cards that I never play. Really cool. So it looks like it's very low to the ground. We see Endless Plains Skirmisher, we see Honest Challenger. So it's basically a 2-drop city here. It has rebuild. Oh, it has rebuild. Okay. Yeah, so this is a super aggressive deck. It has Common Cause and Rebuild. Rebuild, of course, for encampment and yurt. He's also playing Falling Battle and 2 Chasing the Sun. Oh, this is going to be interesting. For attachments, we have Curblade and Tessan. Only 2 bonsais. 3 Cavalry of course. Take up the audience. 2 Uji Tactics. Okay, let's have a look at the Crane list before the players start. They were very eager to begin the game. So this is Secret Void. It is Magistrate Station as the restricted card. No cav charge. Yeah, I think you were right there. And that is because if you look at the costs of the characters, not very much value in using cav charge. And also, yes, that is very correct. Batraxosipura. There is no stay your hand in the crane. In the unicorn deck. That is a problem because this is dual city. Secret Void, Magistrate Station is going to be huge here if that survives. We see Duelist Training, we see, of course, no policy debate with Magistrate Station. We see Kusunobu, he's pretty big against Unicorn. Also see Kaisin Asami is going to be interesting to see if she comes to any use here. 11 holdings, that's big, although 3 of them are... No, it's not running the rally holding, okay. And for Splash, it's running Comic Balance. That is actually a pretty good idea, I think, with the probably a lot of one-to-one bids here. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. No pulse debate, so the Crane's going to have to rely on Voices of Honor to protect against cavalry reserves and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find the thing. And no stay your hand for Unicorn for the jewels. Okay, I'm ready. You are to play. Pally. You are allowed to pally. Alright, so let's go. Let's get some unicorn in the chat. Gotta abuse my streamer powers. Let's go. I think I'll have to zoom in a bit, right? I think that's fine. I'll zoom out if the board gets too large for unicorn. Okay, so again, we have Yusip, also known as AmLash for Austria, and Doerck for Germany. So let's go. I don't think they have played any other games yet. No, they are 0-0. It looks like Unicorn is on first player. That is pretty big. If he finds a Yasumura, he does not. Ooh, and Kaisin with 2 favorable grounds. So Josip was ready for that Yasumura. Based on list, who do you think is favorite? Crane. Definitely. Especially with this, with Kaisin. Kaisin is huge against Unicorn. He shuts off HMT, he shuts off going wide. Although Yusip is going to go for Kasunobu because he also shuts off HMT. You're gonna see Doerck buying 2 board riders with 1 fate. Oh, and there's the Yasamura. Well, Yasamura would have been pretty useless here against favorable ground in Kaisen. Yeah, I think Crane is favored here. Did the Crane run any sensors? There are no sensors, so only Voice of Honor, no Defend Your Honor. Well, okay. Based on that, it might be more even than what I make it out to be, actually. To be a bit diplomatic, I guess. Rip Deeds. Did something happen? There's no policy. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Batrax. Oh, okay. Okay, you're Panos. Alright, I get it. Hey, Panos. Okay, so your ship, Doerck passes his first conflict. He doesn't think that he can attack into this. Of course, Magistrate Station will be pretty bad. And your ship also passes his conflict. And Doerck passes his second conflict as well. So now your ship is risky to attack. How many conflict characters did he run? He runs 2 political rivals. So attacking here is super risky. Because Endless Plains is a thing. He's gonna go for it though. Uh-oh. Oh. This could be huge. And it is Endless Plains, of course. So goodbye, Kosonobo. No, wait! It's a reaction. Oh, it's a reaction. It's a reaction. Kosonobo says no. Oops. Oh my god. So this matchup is heavily favored Crane, of course, as we all know, because Kosonobo shuts off everything that Unicorn does. Nah, I'm just kidding. Um, so that is pretty huge for Josip, finding that Endless Plains. This is probably gonna break and a board rider gone. Although Doerck is gonna get the favor here. It's not Crane heavily favored. Not with these lists. See, I'm not crazy. So you couldn't buy Jewel here, just to get the big stats. Could see a pass, yeah, pass, okay. Why stand in the way? He doesn't have any conflicts left, so it's just to prevent the honor loss, I guess. Although it opens up for jewels. Oh, Doerck just passes. He gives the favor to Josip. That is, uh-oh, that's kind of huge. So yeah, that was a bit of a misplay for Doerck. Not getting the favor there. It's only a 1 skill swing because there are no sensors, but still a thing. Okay. See Dojo and Kaisin. Kaisin with 3 fate. We're gonna see Tetsuko here. Don't think there were any kills in the Crane list. No, and no assassination either. Okay. We see Tetsuko with 2 fate. Crane 1, GG go next. Pretty much. He has Kaisin, he has Kusunobu. This is gonna be rough for Unicorn. He's gonna have to get a, I don't know, cavalry reserves is not enough really if it even goes through. Doerck goes for 4 bid here to protect against the dragon card. Do we all know karmic balance? I'm using my old computer for the chat, and I'm hoping, begging that it doesn't catch fire. It gets super hot. We'll have to see. If I suddenly panic, it's because of that. We see just going for void here. Only ring without fate, that's interesting. Oh yeah, I can fall in battle as well. So interesting to go for void here. I guess it is to get rid of Tetsuko, maybe water ring her next turn. But I think like Earth would have been pretty good here. So Banzai from Doerck. Does he usually play a Voice of Honor here? I don't think so. Hey Eric, unit didn't attack because Magistrate Station is a thing. In this deck at least. Oh, Protect is one fate dude. Yeah, that's totally correct. That's why I went void. So we'll see Banzai to Banzai. I think Doerck is fine just passing here. Doesn't break. This game is over next turn anyways. So Kaisen initiate a duel. Okay, just to honor to get the break. Doerck goes for the 2-bit here to reset that 4 to 5 that they did before. And he is playing around Karmic Balance here. That is an interesting choice considering there are no proving grounds for Josip to draw cards. I don't think if Josip had it, he would play it here. So Khan's order is breaking, except it's not because here is Unleash the Jinn. Yeah, exactly. It is too early for the thing. Josip passes, he's fine with this not breaking. That's a Unleash the Jinn gone. Let's go, gets voided. Okay, so now does Doerck go in for a conflict here? Kusunobu is huge, it's 5, 7, 8. 8 military. 9 with the favor. So that is 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So a full cavalry service doesn't even break here against Kusunobu. Ooh, and that's a good wayfinder, finding Magistrate Station under the favorable ground. So now he just has to attack Shameful or Upholding or what's else in the row? Pilgrimage. So he probably wants to find Upholding here. Yeah, everything is better than Magistrate Station unless you're 110% sure you're breaking, and that's gonna require a Never Yield, it's gonna require a Banzai, it's gonna require 3 curved blades, cavalry reserves, and no cancels. And the Jin, of course, but that would be. Oh, he's running 3 Jin. Of course, he's on rebuild. Of course, he can go for the 3 Jins. Okay, so Magistrate Station was under the other favorable ground. So Province 1 is next to the Dynasty. And we have Pilgrimage instead, and it's a 6 province strength Pilgrimage. So get Seeker Void, and here comes Kusunobu, Foxboy. I had a straight up Return of Offense, of course. Pretty good card. because Noble is very good in this matchup. And I guess it's one of those things, if the Crane players feel that the Unicorn matchup is unfavored, they could slot in Kusunobu, because he is a beast against Unicorn. So Shinman Wayfinders play for Doerck, going up to 9. So currently winning but not breaking, and not getting the HMT trigger, or Spoils of War. Josip is totally fine with this. Gonna have to see cavalry reserves. We don't afford cavalry reserves here, so we're gonna have to see Jin or Curved Blade Banzai. He's also running 2 Ujik tactics. We say second Shinman Wayfinders here. Okay, so we're going wide. Probably a Ujik here. Yeah, Ujik tactics go up to 15, 16. That's breaking. Yeah, that was the voiding. So we see Josip going for the Banzai. She has spent 2 extra fate this conflict. He did get the Seeker Fate, so Josip is fine. Getting a bunch of extra fate here. Doerck with the return Banzai. Do we see a cancel? Because I don't think Josip has much more in the way of pumps here. So I think we're gonna have to see. Oh, Kaisen moves in. Okay. Might see a duel on the Board Rider or a Shinman Wayfinders to make Doerck go down to 16. Yeah, that could be pretty good. Oh yeah, cons Ordo triggered. So if we see a common cause here, Josip messed up. How did Josip mess up? Panos. After he passes Unicorn Break Station. Yeah. Yeah, if this breaks. Uni could have a conflict character or common cause. He's playing common cause. They're going for a 3-bid. I assume Uni always has a conflict character. Yeah, about that. Order is already used. Okay. And here we see a Jin and the Voice of Honor. Ooh, that is big. That is 2 Jins gone. F's in the chat, yeah. This passes, this is not breaking. And we did see the return to offense. So Casanova is actually standing at the end of this. And we could go water to ready Kaisin for the defense. So now Unicorn is down on cards, honor, fate, and board. Yes, 0 move-ins. Oh yeah, because military conflict. But yeah, Casanova is standing, so I think this is gonna be military water breaking cons Ordo, readying Kaisin. See what happens here. It goes Earth. Okay, that's interesting. That's risky actually. Of course, it can move in with the favorable ground to stop HMT and spoils. And Earth is good with the opponent down to 5 cards. This might mean that Doerck actually gets a break here. If he has, oh, the board rider was already used, yeah, as we said. So he's gonna need a common cause here to break, or to get a conflict off, at least. And we do see the common cause, reading Tetsuko. I wonder if we see Josip actually use the favorite ground. Oh yeah, he has to, because it's going to be magistrate station that breaks, probably. And that means that Doerck is going to have to play another card to break, because it's going to be a 3-1. Bit greedy, yeah. The common cause, you mean? It might not result in a break, so we'll have to see what the 3 cards left in Doerck's hand are, because he didn't play any curve blades. So yeah, he probably can't attack station here. That is true. Unless he has another bonsai. Upholding is pretty good. Yeah. There's also shameful. That's terrible. Though getting the Seeker Fate gone is decent. It's gonna go water. Okay, sure. No, air. Air is better choice, because then he gets 2 fate on the watering next turn to try to bow Snowball or something. Oh, we see shameful display. That's gonna be Tetsuko getting dishonored here, probably. I think we might see Josip using the favorite ground. There is some value in keeping it to protect against a potential Yasamura, but with 2 gone already, I think he's fine to use it. There's a shameful. I think we're gonna see a passive from Doerck. Yep, Doerck passes. So that is gaining 2 honor. That's one of the 2 rebuilds gone. What to do against Unicorn here as you're on the back foot? I think it's good to make small attacks that threaten breaks. Like attacking with Tetsuko here is probably fine. Attacking into shameful. And force Josip to make unfavorable trades, like defending with one of his bigger characters. And then just try to defend as Doerck. Try to get the captive audience off. And then try to sneak a break in as the last conflict. But we'll have to see. Yeah, 2 favorite grounds, and Kaizen is one of the worst flops for Unicorn to see. And we see Infantry with 2 fate. There is no assassination in Josip's deck, so that is completely valid. I have to see what Doerck decides to do here. Josip passes, getting the passing fate is always good. A Whisperer is pretty useless and he wants to keep the holdings. The tea house is pretty huge. Doerck goes for another 4-bid here. He's dropping a bunch of cards. He's lost 2 cards to bids here. That might start to take a toll here. It's gonna get a big military attack off if it decides to go full ham. Although that seems like a terrible choice with Kaizen on the field. Doerck passes. Let's see if Josip, yeah, he pre-plays a bunch of stuff. Fine Katana going on the Challenger. if he's doing that to offset the home image. Yeah, that could be a reason. He is on a very healthy 9 though. And he only has one Banzai and one Jin left to burn honor on, and kept 2 audiences, I guess. So I guess he's fine for now. It would have been at 7, so I guess that's a valid idea. Oh yeah, the challenger is 4 skill now. That's true. True done so. So this is a big military attack instead. Try to get rid of Kusunobu here. Although with not going with everyone means that the infantry is likely gonna get bowed by Kaizen here. I mean, the board is gonna get sent home by Kaizen. This is gonna be a wasted attack. Well, he gets Kaizen to defend, I guess, and the watering is pretty good. There's 1 return offense played already, so only 2 left. Honest Challenger is very good here. Because if Kaizen doesn't duel the Challenger, gives the Challenger to drag in another character. Yeah, that might be what we'll see here. Unless Kaizen uses the dojo. Ooh, we see never yield, so no Kaizen here. This might be a pretty good attack for Doerck actually. And of course we see Kusunobu defend because he will get bowed anyways. We might still see the dojo duel here. Prevent Doerck bringing in Kaizen or Challenger. Return offense would be huge here. Well, he has to win the conflict as well. Yeah, Chainful is a 3-point swing. Oops, he did it the wrong way around. He dishonored Kusunobu and honored the infantry. That's a bit of an oopsie. That's the correct way around. So Doerck being a gentleman here, I see no issue. Yeah, unicorn characters honored. That's not uncommon at all. So it's Doerck's action. What does he do here? Does he go for the Honest Challenger? I think he goes for the Honest Challenger. Although since he went with such a big attack, he probably wants to actually win this. So I'll have to see what Doerck decides to go for here. Yeah, Unicorn might break a province, maybe if the crane is nice, but yeah, that's usually how it goes. And we do see the Honest Challenger. So Doerck is being very brave here, trying to break against 2 characters. That's probably going to be Kaizen moving in. Although Kaizen could solve this issue by just dueling home Kusunobu. Then it would be like maybe Tetsuko versus Kaizen. Oh yeah, we have final stance as well. So Kusunobu is not bowing. No stand. Oh yeah, they never yield, of course. That's true. That is very true. Current characters can in fact go home, but we see the final stance on Kusunobu. So he is not going home. Never yield OP, yeah. We can use it to take against our favorable matchups like Crane, right? Because it's one of the few matchups where it's actually pretty good. When we do see the cavalry reserves, let's use the... there we go. So you see border rider, young warriors. This might break here. Probably gonna see the case in duel to move him home. Could also see just a case in... No, because nothing can be bowed because of never yield. Never mind. I was thinking that Joseph could use the dojo. That's not what's gonna happen here. So it's breaking by 2. That is correct. And so I don't think Josip wants to use Kaizen at all because he has played Kakita's final stance on the Kosunobu. And it can't be bowed by opponent's card effects. Ooh, okay. So the ring still goes through. So Kaizen is gonna duel the young warrior here. Alright, these guys were not affected by the never yield, so they go home. Board riders. Young warrior stays. Yeah, the water can bow Kusunobu here. Ooh, so this is looking like a break for Doerck here. And this is an HMT trigger as well, and the spoils. And might be a fall in battle as well. This could be huge if Unicorn has this here. Yeah, Josip bid 1 there. Yeah, well, he won. Oh, yeah. Crane probably was shaken by how hard the matchup was. Lol. That's fun, children. Crane forgot about never yield as well, yeah. So this might be everything for Doerck. This is his way back into the game. He can get the HMT trigger because Kusunobu is not in the conflict anymore. So HMG sacks the maybe the Wayfinders, and then spoils, and then we'll have to see if there's a fall in the battle as well. Here is the duel though, and Josip, it's a big 4 to get this bow on the young warrior. But it's still breaking. There's a Wayfinders play with 2 fate at home because he has a bunch of characters in the conflict. So Doerck feels like he is sure to win this conflict. With the 4 cards left in hand. Oh, and yeah, Honest Challenger is back up because Composure. Getting some tricksy stuff in here. Maybe Josip forgot about that one as well. And Josip passes. Ooh, that is huge for Unicorn. Let's see what all the win more effects Unicorn can bring here. Let's see. Let's see. HMT. Getting rid of the young warrior, discarding that. No spoils. Ouch. No spoils found yet. Okay. So not the hugest conflict for Unicorn. He's still down on cards, fate, not an honor though. Josip thought his Kakita's final stance protected against watering. Oops. Well, cards in this game are pretty wordy, so it's pretty easy to forget what they do a lot of the time. Yeah, exactly, Shadow. We see another example of this because why not as wordy? It's kind of fringe effect. He has to be participating. So we have the crane on the challenger. Interesting. Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Okay. Let's not talk about this game being worthy. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an abomination. If we just played it on Kaisen instead of triggered Kaisen, yeah. That would have been pretty big, one could say. And just it passes his conflict. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Doerck doesn't have enough gas, I think, to go through this challenger with 9. Yes, 5, 7, 10. Yeah, did we see the dojo tree? We did see the dojo tree. Yeah, about the young warrior. So I don't think Doerck can actually go through here. Can still win by breaking 1 here. Yeah, the uniboard looks nice. Board looks nice. He's gonna go for the poke with the wayfinders. Nope. He's gonna go for poke with the board rider. That sounds reasonable. Why void? Yeah. Void seems like an interesting choice. Doesn't affect the board state. Oh, you thought Josip was going void. No, he passed. Yeah. We see defense from challenger. That is interesting. I guess Josip doesn't have a second voice, or he has to return the offense. Yeah, that could be a possibility as well. Either voice or return the offense. Let's see. Place your bets, people. Return the offense or voice. Most likely return the offense. Yeah. Floor return the offense comes down, and so we see Magistrate getting crushed. Most definitely getting crushed. Josip is gonna have to place return offense here. Or kick it is fine. No, that's militarily. And there's the return offense. Hey! Someone would say something about the stay hand value. But this matchup is favorable for us, right? So we wouldn't need a stayer hand. Right? Right? I'm just joking. This is not the time for this discussion. See the return offense, and that is probably pass for Josip again, maybe? He could go Earth. See, board riders ready. Oh yeah, these guys got sent home. Matchup is yes, I'm very favored when they flipped. Yeah, so there was 2 favorable on the board. Yeah. If Crane doesn't find the favorable grounds first turn, or Kaizen, or Voice of Honor, or Assassination, it can get rough for Crane. First turn. And here we see the big attack. Does it go for Magistrate? I doubt it goes for Magistrate. Probably has to go for Upholding or Pilgrimage here. Upholding, okay. Sure. Only 4 cards in hand. I haven't played most of the good stuff. Jin, Span Size. His hand is probably not that exciting. He defends, and Joseph passes. He's totally fine with this Earth Ring. 2 favorite ground and Kusunobu's almost nuts. Yeah, but if you mulligan, it's a pretty good chance you find either Kaizen, Kusunobu, or favorite ground. A rebuild is there because he's playing 2 Assassinations, 3 Captive Audience, 2 Bound Size, and 3 Unleash the Jins. as well as a no defense row and encampment as well. So needs it for yurts and encampments. Pretty much. See a formal invitation getting discarded, that's totally fine for Josip, I think. This deck reminds me a bit of the deck I played in the first World Cup actually, where I played 3 Rebels. And I played 2 Djinns, 2 Assassination, and 2 Spreading the Darkness. That was a wild deck. I think the splash was 3 Rebuild, 2 Spreading, and 1 Reprieve. Okay, so we see Josip's board is staying huge, and Doerck is left with a Dishonor Infantry and a Wayfinder down to cards, although Josip is down to 6 honor. Can we see the Dishonor strategy here from Unicorn? Oh, we see double dojo. Tune spicy 1 bid, yeah. Goes Fate with the Yurt, just slams guys on the board. Although Josip is first player, so that Void Ring is, that airing is looking juicy. If the Unicorn somehow goes for a 1 bid here. Gunso is looking and finding a board rider, discarding Cura. Wow. Imagine if I had played the youth and yurted first. That would have been pretty big on the Wayfinder. Josip passes, he's gonna preserve Fate for a potential Tetsuko or conflict characters. What's under the Uni Stronghold? Temple of the Dragons? Probably? Because there's Upholding and Feast of Famine in the row. Yeah. It's most likely Temple of the Dragons. And now we see Unicorn going really wide here. It's gonna play the Gunso as well. And we might see the Skirmisher as well. Gunso with 0 Fate. What's 2 drops does he have left though? I was playing Trailblazer as well, sure. Finds a Young Warrior, that's decent. It's gonna get rolled over in the first conflict though. So we'll have to see what happens here. Doerck bids Slam, Dunk, 1. No, 5 probably. Josip taking his time a bit here. Josip going for the 1 bid, okay. That seems interesting. So now Josip is down on cards. Let's see what happens here. We have 2 Banzais played, and both Banzais played for Doerck. So no Banzais for Doerck, there's 1 left for Josip. No, now he needs to look out for comic, yeah. If there are a bunch of attachments in Josip's hand, he could throw them on characters and then balance. They require same bids, yeah, but duels generally result in a 1-to-1 or a 5-to-5, so karmic is a thing here. Unless you big brain and bid 2, and then your opponent bids 2, and then you bid 3 instead, but then your opponent bids 3, so you bid 2 instead. Minigames. So yeah, on the... No, I won't take that discussion here. I was gonna say how cards that rely on bid dials and duels make duels more interesting. Let's not take it there. I see a big defense on this Feast of Famine. It's not every day you see Feast of Famine getting defended, but Doerck doesn't have much to protect his stronghold with. He can't let the military go through because it's too risky with 2 voices of honor left to rely on captive audience. This does trigger HMT. Although I doubt that he's gonna have enough bodies to utilize both conflicts effectively. We'll have to see. Doerck passes. He is winning by 4. Managed to snatch the favor as well. 2-1. Julie's gonna bow the infantry. Striking Wayfinder. Win, bow a Gunso. Yeah. Ouch. So duel on the Chancellor, probably a duel on the Board Rider. To get the ready off. Like duel, drag in, bow. Unicorn goes down to 9. Let's see if your ship can go through here. He has played 2 bonsais already. I think he runs 3. Yeah, 3 bonsais. Fankatanas, Kakita Blades. Oh, it's an Ornate Fan on Kaisen, so we might see the thing here, the thing that does the stuff. And yeah, he did pass early, not buying a Sami. And there's the karmic balance. Shoof! Says the cards. Let's see if my ruby is burning up. No, it seems fine. Ouch. And that means that Jins are back. 1 cavalry service is back for Doerck. And for Josip, that means that 1 voice of honor is back. And what else was in the discard pile? Oh, return of fence. And the Kakita's final stance. Kakita is huge here. The final stance. Let's see the second dojo on the youth. Sure. Now Josip is winning. I think Doerck is fine with this. You could see Josip just going for a pull-in on the Gunso instead. Yeah. That's what we see. He's not confident enough to keep dragging the Wayfinders. Well, I guess he's bowing less skill this way, only by bowing 2 fate. I mean 2 skill instead of the 3 of the Wayfinders with the harpoon. Yeah, as I said, maybe he's not confident enough to win this. The 4 cards that he was dealt. Doerck passes. He is fine with this, not breaking at least. Karmic balance. Such heresy. Ant and the beetle and the ant, and so on. Void Rider getting ready. So Doerck can probably not defend a political conflict here. So we might just see a slam void to try to get rid of Kaisen. Although he can't really get any attack through here, so might just go for the fate instead of a ring. Because of casing. No, he's gonna go for the void. He's hoping to go through with this. Almost 15-minute time discrepancy. Yeah, Doerck is down to 9 minutes, and Josip has played at a very steady pace. Maybe there are some connection issues between the 2 Guys, there is a bunch of large mountains in the way, I think. Guys in dueling the Wayfinders, and it's gonna be bye-bye Void Rider. Unless Doerck goes for a slam 5 and Josip bids 1 or whatever it is, 5, 2, 3. Unicorn has had to work a lot harder this game, but not 50 million. Yeah, that would have been a bit more sense. Making a political first. Maybe I was hoping for a Kikita final stance pool with the Karmic. So let go on the Curve Blade. So now Josip is winning again. As always with these games, the players are of course under pressure both on time and they have their whole team on their back when they are playing. So mistakes are to be made in these kind of games. I'll once again reference to my border fortress onto relatively cost, flipping a military win into a political against an honor shoujo in the finals against Germany in 2018. Not my proudest moment. See a Wayfinder having a look at the province. Smuggler's Cove on the stronghold. So now it's 5 to 5, and HMT is ready to trigger. Although we see a bounce out for Josip here. So this might just be a successfully defended void. Yep, Doerck passes. And that is Kaisen saved. And Doerck is running out of time here. He's running out of time, characters, fate, cards, honor, provinces. It's like he's playing an aggro deck. Now we see Upholding Authority. Crane can just not die and they win. Yeah. That is pretty much what could happen if Josip doesn't manage to get through Feast or Famine or Upholding and Temple first. Why defend this? Because he doesn't want it to break, I think. Because next turn Josip will be on Stronghold, and that is very bad with this political skill. Also common cost. That's a pretty sneaky common cost. Now we could go for a Young Warrior. Attack on... Never mind, there's formal invitation. So he cannot go for Magistrate Station because it could be a court games, that's the last card, but also formal invitation on this Rash Samurai says no. The last card was a Way of the Crane. It's an AmLash discard for Unicorn. I think we might see Fire here. Try to honor maybe the Wayfinders or re-honor the infantry to protect against for shame. No, going air instead. Probably to get a 5 bid next turn without dying. So defense from Josip and pass. Yeah, getting the 2 honor. Down to 5 minutes on the clock though, he's gonna have to play fast here. And not waste any time. Swift as the four winds, as they say. Not sure who says that, but it sounded cool, so let's go with it. I think we might see a Sami going away here. 35 minutes, 1 unicorn break. Yeah, that's kind of how the crane matchup goes when it goes south for unicorn. It could be the other way around, of course, if there wasn't favorable ground Kaisin voice dojo. Let me just do this. Let's go. We see another challenger for Yosip. Doerck is buying out a bunch of characters here though. He's gonna have to be careful not to die on mill. Yeah, he's only two cards left in the dynasty. No, let's not talk about this matchup. We're just messing with you, Panos. So yeah, if Doerck buys the Golden Flames Raider, Joseph can just go for Feast here instead. And he does not. I'm beefing with the chat, you're cool. Thanks, Panos. It must be the, I don't know. Never mind. I am, of course, cool because I am the streamer and I have the power to ban you. We do see triple infantry though, that could be huge. Doerck could go for an insane, let's see, 3, 6, 8, 16, 24, 23, 26, 29, 30, 33, a big 34 military attack here. And then Kaisin just sends everybody home. Yeah, that's usually how my crane matchups goes. I mulligan for Yasamura, say yes when I find him, and then I look over, and there's this yellow card here. We have to open hand or strength numbers. None of those cards work against crane, unfortunately. Assassination, of course, as well. Doerck's stronghold province is Smuggler's Cove. A great card. Assassination is huge against Unicorn. Manos. See, I never yield on this watering, so no Kaisin Sendong here. That's one of the... That's the first one, because we saw the conflict deck reshuffle. We do still see Kaisin defend here, because he can. That is one ambusher gone for Doerck though. Technically, Uni will not lose the crane at the time. Yeah, that looks like the way it is. Although Josip can just defend every attack here, and he should be fine because of mill. He's running no rally cards, I think, but he still managed to mill out his conflict deck with triple Yurt and triple Gunso. That is 15, 16, 17, 18 cards just milled. But we do see this in first Spoils of War in turn 5. That is an ouch. And we did see the Ambusher and the HMT trigger. But yeah. Doerck is gonna have to get on that huge macro plays here. Like 15 actions per second or something. StarCraft skills here. Captive audience could be, yeah, or Jin. Jin makes you talk good. Just wisely going for the ring here. That is only action abilities, yeah, on the negotiator. And Doerck does run 3 Jins, so there is potential for him to have found another one. And considering he's only defending with 3 characters, he probably has the Jin here. And he might need to play it directly, yeah. Will we see voice? Voice, okay. That will probably be it. Let's see, 8, 11, 12, military to 5. So this breaks even if he kept the audiences, I think. Along with the dojo and Julie's training. This looks like it's gonna be second Jin. Could make it, yeah, sure. Although Kaizen Jewel hasn't been used yet. Well, he could use Favorite Ground out a challenge and break next attack instead. Or just dirt passes and that's it. Yep. Whoa. So an unfortunate start for Unicorn, and a great start for Yusip, finding both favorite grounds and a Kaizen, and Kosunobu finding that endless plains very smartly, sneaking past all of us, because endless plains is a reaction. Yeah, there was a bunch of bad luck for the Unicorn, of course. But well, it's a card game. It's a game about luck. Crane won and you lost, so the matchup is 100%, 0%. Yeah, of course, because this is the one game. We're starting the statistics from this game right now. So now Crane is 100% against Unicorn, and we need to nerf Crane. That's the way it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I think this computer actually did fine. Streaming sound, use it next time as well. It has been a pleasure, and see you next time.